Tab that you bust in the fight, tag of lights at the lights. Every now and then, fight, take a side, with the side, fit the show, and the escapade. Let the arcade pixelated party lesson, they unafraid. Karaoke screams, singing themes, heart and sleeves. Anime dreams, bursting seams, city gleams, dancing screams, endless streams, let's extreme Saturday gleams. So it's day gleams, so it seems nothing rings. Raise the channel, riot loud, crowd unbowed, techno sound, pulses pound, dream astound, youth unbound, joy profound, I'm lost and found. Channel raver on the prowl, echoes howled.
Those words make no sense, but it's still an awesome song. I apologize if the voice sounds a little weird today. Steve made off with a little fuzzy thing that goes on top of the microphone. So I don't know how that affects the sound or not. And I have no idea where he absconded it with it too. I'm assuming it'll show up eventually. So yes, no thingy, still microphone. So in case you didn't know, it's Saturday. It's around 8 o'clock in the morning. On Saturday, we do this. We get a huge list of tabletop role-playing game YouTube channels and give them a shout out. Take a nice little stroll from Site B and visit some other friends. Most of these are sent to me by my friend over at Jeff Gamebox or Tabletop Role-Playing Game with Woofle Phototech. Now, the first one today is Nerd Immersion, who Ted from Nerd Immersion doesn't really need my help with 110K subscribers and 3K videos. And I'm never sure where Ted lies on the do we like this guy or not thing. But he talks about that game. He talks about that game a lot. He talks about that world's most popular role-playing game, who I'm not talking about for an entire month. So it's very difficult to maneuver my way around my promise not to talk about a specific company's product, but that's all Ted talks about. He claims he's a tabletop role-playing game nerd immersion. I talk about everything, but he doesn't. He knows where his butter is boiled. Butter is, did I just make up a new saying? Butter is boiled. Well, your butter's boiled now, boy. I'll have to remember that one. That's a good one. Butter is boiled. I'm writing that down. So yeah, Ted doesn't really need to subscribe from me. He doesn't really need any help, but that's what came up with the nerd immersion algorithm. I think it was because of this one. Ted's dressed up like a wizard for some reason, and he's talking about the new Monster Manual and how there's a monster conversion, monster by type, monster by CR in the end of the new Monster Manual. And I think the reason why this was sent to me is because, well, doesn't this prove that game we're not talking about isn't backwards compatible if it has a conversion in the end of the game? What am I converting it to? Because as far as company whose name I can't mention is concerned, that game is the only one that exists. Therefore, because that game is supposed to be 100% backwards compatible, I wouldn't need to convert from X to Y now, would I? So why is there a conversion? Are you converting from another game? But you don't own any other games, and you don't acknowledge any other games. I'm confused. I'd go more into this, but I can't because I'm not talking about them. And I'm not good. I'll subscribe to Ted. I don't think he really needs to like, share, and subscribe from me. I think he's doing really great. We'll see how the heat death of YouTube affects Ted. But there you go. Ted from Nerd Immersion talking about that game we're not talking about, because this entire month is dedicated to talking about other companies, which is going to make this whole Saturday thing really hard, since 90% of these websites talk about game in question, right? All right, here we've got Tales from Elsewhere. Tales from Elsewhere has 2.1 subs, 56 videos, and they tabletop role-playing game system analysis, game design philosophy, and updates on our line of action horror RPGs. New video every Friday. Our first book, Clock World, is a post-apocalyptic Weird West setting and is currently in late develop, already have been through extensive playtesting. They've got a Patreon, a website, a Discord server, a Blue Sky, an Instagram, a TikTok, and they make stuff. So here is them talking about their game that they make, character creation methods. Here's them talking about mechanics of tabletop role-playing games. Here's them talking about, is there a right and wrong way to play said game? You know my theory on that. Design challenges, looking pretty professional, well put together, looking like it's ton of stuff. They got a Wild West soundtrack with only 6 minutes long. It's not much of a soundtrack, but okay. Definitely a lot of cool stuff going on, and you know I love Weird West. I know I love people talking about other games besides said game. True, he's sort of pushing his own thing, but that's important that he's understands the industry. He's like, I got to push my own thing. I got to push my channel. I got to do the token nod of respect to the alabaster altar that is company in Seattle. But I also understand that there are more games to talk about, and I should talk about them. I should especially talk about my game. In fact, he sounds a lot like me. So 2.1 subs. People have said, don't, you know, if they have over 2 subs, don't give them a shout out. The algorithm will never recognize it. It's not like they're going to come and join your channel. But again, that's not why I do this, guys. I know people take umbrage or find the reason why I'm doing this to be less than honest, or have referred to me in some rather derogatory terms. So I don't know how many times I can say I'm not doing this to get anything out of this. Obviously, I would love it if it helped my channel grow. I would love it if these people came back and subscribed to my YouTube and we could be friends and hang out and talk about gaming or whatever. But that's not the point. The point was never to make me. It was to be more positive and spread positivity across the interweb, making it a better place to live. So I hope that I accomplished that, you know. Anyways, like, share, subscribe. Tales from Elsewhere. Good luck with your game, sir. As always, with anybody who's kickstarting or making a game, I hope and pray you break the $1 million club. We know not every game company can. We know not everybody will. We know not everybody's going to, you know, find that right magic moment to be the next Shadowdark, but we secretly hope that they all succeed. Every time one of them succeeds, it's another little peg out of the Jenga tower that makes up game that's based out of Seattle, whose name I can't say. So Tales from Elsewhere, link down below. Moving on up. Then we got Just for Fun. Justin for Fun? I guess Justin is fun. Just for Fun. They've got 4.26 subscribers, 28 videos. What are they doing well? Let's see what they say. We're 2 best friends with a passion for games in addition to cardboard. Looking to share the beautiful world of board games, trading card games, role-playing games, and beyond with the world. Want to send us nice messages about sponsorships, sending us a game, or just to say hi? Reach to us on sparksjustforfun@gmail.com. They've got a TikTok. They've got an Instagram. They've got a Twitter. Let's give them a like, share, and subscribe, and check them out. We've got guy with pink hair and girl with pink hair talking about games in the UK. We've got them talking about digital card games. I like digital card games. I play a lot of Hearthstone still. Now he's got talking about a miniature game from Osprey called Freaks. Here's the female talking about spooky games. She's got pink hair. Yeah, just a bunch of different games, mostly board games, it looks like. Miniature games, board games, card games. Something called Popper. That's the Magic the Gathering. Popper, isn't Popper the one where you can't have a card that costs more than 75 cents? So they do a lot of Magic, a lot of board games. They do some role-playing games. Like they've got a very bright, cheery, you know, positivity. Look at us. We're positive. We're young. We're cute. We're awesome. We've got pink hair. They've got an Instagram. That's weird. Why would they have it? I don't know. Maybe I don't know why they want to have an Instagram. And a TikTok. Isn't TikTok done? I thought TikTok was matters. Anyways, we'll give Just for Fun a like, share, and subscribe, because talk about positive energy just leaking off of this page. Everything about them just screams bright color, happy, pink, maybe some LGBTQT. Don't care. They're awesome. Looks like they are in Britain, or at least they hang out in Britain, or been to Britain, or know that Britain exists. They do hot horror games. Their thumbnail skills are way better than mine. And obviously they're doing something right with 4.26 subscribers. Seriously doubt they'll ever give me a shout out with 4.26 subscribers, but you never know. The goal again is always that maybe they reach back, maybe they thank us, maybe they subscribe. If they don't subscribe, hopefully I could just go, hey, look, here's somebody else being positive, and they can go, you're right. We're trying to be positive. We're trying to make tabletop role-playing game a better place. Not like that vulture whose name we won't mention, but you know what I'm talking about. All right, so we got Tales from Elsewhere. We got Just for Fun. Dungeon Lord J. Dungeon Lord J has got 373 subscribers, 234 videos. Dungeon Lord J is embark on epic game 5th edition adventures led by Dungeon Lord J. Join us for thrilling actual play sessions where heroes rise and destiny unfolds. Subscribe for a front row seat of the world of dice, drama, and daring escapades. They have a DLJ Discord server, a Patreon, a wiki, and an Instagram. I guess Instagram is where we're putting like shorts now because TikTok's falling. I mean, it looks like they do live plays about a home campaign that they have. And, yep, Interview with the Vampire, right, live play, more live play, live play, live play. So they're trying to do the, Critical Role thing. And it looks like they cover a game made by a company in Seattle whose names I can't mention because I promised we wouldn't talk about it for an entire month. Again, I apologize if things sound weird today. The little fuzzy thing is missing from the microphone, and I have not found where Steve hid it yet. Plus, of course, I have my smoker's voice because it's the end of the week, and I've been talking to you guys. Live play, Dungeons and Dragons, and trying to shill his merch. I have nothing but respect for anybody out there trying to shill their own merch and fight their way up the ladder to try and avoid and get as good and recognizable as company from Seattle, whose name we can't mention. So good luck, Dungeon Lord J. I knew a guy named Jay once. That doesn't mean anything. It's probably not the same guy. I really would doubt it's the same guy. There's got to be a lot of guys named Jay. All right, we have Homebrew Tavern Tales. This guy's got 15 subs and 5 videos. Hello. This is a channel created providing homebrew or player-created content for tabletop role-playing games. So this one he does, what is a homebrew rule? This one he goes into more about a homebrew rule, and he dresses up like Shakespeare. He's got some magic items he's done. He's here? He's got a video talking about who he is, and an introduction to his channel, and he's got this whole Shakespearean and I dress up like a bard thing. Pretty cool. All right, dude. Like, share, and subscribe. Let's help Homebrew Tavern Tales hit 100 subs. He's homebrewing rules. I assume he's homebrewing starting with, the thing, and then maybe moving on to other rules. Isn't that the argument of the week, though? Right now, it's like, when does it stop being game X? How many homebrew rules stop before it is evolved to a different game? Like if I'm playing Shadowdark and I change 20 different things, is it still Shadowdark? I mean, is my superhero game a subtle shout out? Vigilantes for Shadowdark still Shadowdark, considering how much stuff I've changed? I don't know. Is it? Anyways, I assume that's what he talks about. And he's probably talking about that game that is birthed in Seattle, but I think the general idea would apply to any game. How do I homebrew? What's a homebrew? What's where, when, how? Did I get everybody to agree to the homebrew? That's always a good one. To make sure everybody understands the homebrew, the changes, and that they agree to the changes, so they're not playing one game while everybody else at the table is playing a different game because they decided not to pay attention to the rule changes. Yeah, because that never happens. Moving on up to the east side. Anybody? Yes, that's Jefferson's, right? All right, we've got Off My Bridge. This was sent to us by tabletop role-playing game from Wolfel Phototech, and it is about Star Trek. Yay! Showing me as I look at the adventures we can have within Star Trek. It might be within STA 2nd edition or perhaps tabletop minigame, a card game. If we can have an adventure in it, it's Star Trek. I'm there like a Beard on Riker, a Cardassian on Terek Nor, or a virus on Voyager. Yes. This guy's got 6.47 subscribers for only 5 videos. What the hell is this guy doing that he's got 6.47 subscribers with only 5 videos? And he talks about his, well, look, he looks familiar. Oh, that's the guy. Is that the guy that said, oh, I can't do D&D anymore because of my algorithm? Oh, well, maybe that's why. This is his new channel, and everybody from his old channel is jumping over it, right? That's the guy. Okay, so that explains a lot. So here he is. We doing Star Trek instead of that other game. Talking about Star Trek, the role-playing game, talking about Star Trek, the card game. I think there's like 8 different Star Trek card games. Talking about Star Trek video games. I'm sure there's some. I think there are some. You know, just the love of the Star Trek universe, all dedicated. He doesn't really need a like, share, and subscribe for me, considering he has 6.4 subscribers after only 5 videos. And, you know, but still, we're keeping the engine of positivity going, keeping that tabletop role-playing game community alive on the tabletop role-playing game YouTube, trying to fight against the heat death of tabletop role-playing on the internet because of the whole, oh, the algorithm doesn't support D&D anymore. I don't get 20 million subs every time I show my titties. Now I only get 10, therefore I'm out of a job. Yep, nope. As long as I'm still here, it will not die. Because I'll keep still shouting you out, even if I don't do anything else. Because it's also the most fun I have. This is Second Level Fighter. Second Level Fighter's got 732 subscribers, 27 videos, and I'm assuming they talk about game and other tabletop role-playing games. Well, so how long have you been a Second Level Fighter? You've been a Second Level Fighter for 27 videos? And if you hit 1,000, do you become a third level fighter? 2,000 to become fourth. How many thousands of subs do you need to reach level 10? What if you decide to multi-class? Wow, there's a lot of confusion going on. Anyways, he talks about that game and doing things with the game and things he likes about that game and things he doesn't like about that game. But obviously, all I can do is give him a like, share, and subscribe, because otherwise I'd be breaking my promise if I talked about his channel talking about game, who we said we would not talk about for an entire month. Everybody said this was going to be difficult. And I was like, no, I'm already seeing that, yeah, not talking about most popular role-playing game on the planet that isn't Call of Cthulhu is going to be difficult. But we can do it because we're better, we're stronger, we're faster, we're neato. We're awesome. Here we have the old Grognard. He talks about D6 Star Wars. I love him. And game. If you find content on this channel to be useful, please share with someone else who might find it useful. Thanks in advance. You can buy him a coffee. That's a lot good going on. The old Grognard has 1.51 subscribers, 56 videos. Now you have 1.52. Here he is talking about game. Here he is talking about the second edition of the game. Here he is talking about the very confusing thieving rules of second edition of game, or let's make a rule set that's completely different than the rest of the game. Every other thing uses dice. This one uses percentile that goes up in a weird way. Yeah. And then here we have D6 Star Wars, which you know is rates on my top 100, top 20, top 10, probably top 5 games of all time. Is definitely on my list of the desert island games. If I could only take one game, you know, kind of thing. So we know I love D6 Star Wars. So obviously this guy talking about D6 Star Wars, I'm like, dude, brothers. Expanded universe for the win. Yeah. So, Grognard, you get a like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for being awesome. I thought I was the only Grognard, but I guess I'm not. I'm just the West Coast Grognard, GM Grumpy McGrump. I got to copyright that one. All right. And then we have Tabletop Family, who I thought I'd already given a shout out to, but I guess I forgot. He is a Christian father of 2 wonderful boys and husband to a charming theater gal. His family loves playing board games, card games, tabletop role-playing games, and tabletop board games. Their older son loves to play Marvel's Crisis Protocol, but they're learning other tabletop role-playing games. Every Saturday night is dedicated to Shadowdark with our family and friends. One of our family's current gaming goals is to teach our youngest member, Riker, how to play a board game. You named your kid Riker. Riker was born with mental disabilities and visual impairments, so it's been very difficult trying to teach him how to play a game. Just, you got to get on his level, dude, as somebody who spent so long working with special needs. Or you don't have to say mental disability. It's a kid with special needs or kid on the spectrum or whatever, you know, because it's kid first. It's always kid first. Riker is a kid who happens to have a disability, who happens to have a special need. But first and foremost, Riker is an awesome kid. So Tabletop family, you get a shout out just for having an awesome child like Riker. I wish him all the luck in his career as a Star Trek captain. And yeah, so well, a little shout out to the president, I guess, and just generally doing tabletop role-playing game, mostly centered around that game, some other stuff. Little Marvel, little board games, little card games, just a bunch of fun stuff going on. And frankly, I'll just support this guy just because of Riker, trying to get a kid who happens to have special needs and trying to find a way to communicate with that child through the art of games and play as somebody who worked with special needs, still works with special needs, kids who happen to have special needs and who has a special need themselves and who understands play-based, you know, learning, Vygotsky play-based role, you know, and dramatic play and how you can use dramatic play to get them to invite you into their world. I mean, I'm going to get on a little sappy here for a second. I got to say that in all my years of working with these wonderful little people, it is such a joy and an honor when they allow you into their world. And if you even get, you know, that couple seconds of recognition and interaction and understanding and jumping that barrier between the world you perceive and the world as perceived by them, it's so amazing. It's so amazing. I mean, for every time being a paraeducator broke my heart, there were 100 times when I just felt so amazing that I was part of this world and I was helping these little kids, or sometimes not so little kids, just be able to be kids, you know, giving them a few moments where it's like, you're just you, dude. If you want to sit down and have a tea party with me, that's what we'll do. If you want to play shark in the sandbox, that's what we'll do. If you need to yell and scream and hit things, that's what we'll do. I'm here for you, buddy. So nothing but love and respect. More power to you. I look forward to watching Riker's adventures as he navigates the world through his unusual perception, his special needs. But just because they're special needs doesn't mean he's, you know, he's special. First, remember, it's special. He's awesome. Riker, you're awesome. And finally, where is she? Congratulations, Emily, for joining Vsojo. Emily does not need any help from me whatsoever. She has got 2.33 million subscribers, 365 videos. If you're not familiar who Emily is, she is a voice actress, a very well-considered high-ranking voice actress, and she does video game songs and stuff like that. And she does a lot of video gaming, animating, steeping, stuff like that. So yeah, she's been around for a while. She's not a new buddy. She's got a Twitter, Patreon, Instagram, Spotify, Facebook, Twitch, merch, website, emails, plushies. She's been around. She is huge. You might know her by her other name, Leanne Lee or Monarch. And she just joined Vsojo. And we know I love Vsojo. And she's already goofing around with the girls and just fits right in. And she's already doing stuff with Henya and Iron Mouse, and I just got a chance to see Hakura again on a video with some guy doing ghost hunting. And Hakura is my Oshi. I am totally asexually in love with my fellow asexual artistic. So you guys know that since 2019, Vsojo and these VTubers have just been such a source of positivity for me. Every day that I watch Mouse and I see everything she goes through, and I'm like, well, if she can do that and get through the day and accomplish everything she accomplishes, then I have no reason to be negative. I have no reason to not try if Mouse can do what she does, dealing with everything she has to do. So welcome to Vsojo Amelie. Give you a like, give you a share, give you a subscribe. Not that you really need it with 2.33 million subscribers. Maybe she'll come and watch me play Minecraft on Twitch every Tuesday and Thursday. I doubt it, but you never know. I mean, how awesome would that be? But everybody's got to start somewhere, right? That beeping noise means my medicine's about to show up, which is perfect because we just brought this to an end. If you appreciate this content every week, let me know. If you've got a channel you want me to shout out, let me know. You can post it in the comments down below, or email me, or contact me on the Twitter or on the Facebook, or with, Semaphore, Tin Can and String. Hopefully I'll find the little fuzzy thing before my game at 1 p.m. today. It's 1 p.m. Pacific time. Till next time, I'm the OGGM. Thank you for joining me on this Saturday shout out. Have a great morning. I'll talk to you later.
There's your ghost screaming fight, tag of lights at the lights. Every night you fight, take a sight, with the sights, baby shows and the escapade. Fancy arcade, pixelated party lesson, they unafraid. Karaoke screams, singing themes, heart and sleeves. Anime dreams, bursting seams, city gleams, dancing screams, endless streams, let's extreme Saturday.